You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music.
Cue tracks.
Happy New Year's, everybody. What's going on? You know the vibes. 2020, Power has returned. I'm here with the Power Review Recap, episode 11. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Everybody be sure to like, comment, and share. Let's just go ahead and establish this already. These next 5 episodes, 4, excluding this one, they all are going to be about every suspect and what they did leading up to Ghost's demise. Ghost is dead, okay? We got to come to grips with it. As much as I don't want to, I didn't want to believe it. Ghost is gone. Ghost is murdered. This episode was about Drake. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say this before I even get started. I truly believe the final episode is obviously when we'll find out who murdered Ghost. And the final episode would be, and it's just my opinion, it would be about Tariq, Tommy, and Tasha, 3 T's. Because there's too many suspects and not enough shows. Like, Dre got an entire episode. It seems as though next week is gonna be past episode. Then Sax will get an episode, Taylor get an episode. But I believe the final is between the 3 T's who killed Ghost. And everybody's saying Tariq. It's hard to say. It's hard to go against Tariq. So it is what it is. And the show is. I see what they're doing. I don't know how they're gonna be able to do it, but it is what it is. It's already been shot because, like I said, it's just taking us through what happened up until Ghost's demise. So this episode deals with Dre. It's titled "Still Dre." The show kicks off. I took a lot of notes, but now that I'm sitting here, I don't even want to go into all the notes I took. I just want to just start talking my ish. So the show started off with Dre trying to play dad. They introduced us to great girlfriend, whatever her name is. I think her name Tasha. I don't know, but obviously she's a foreigner. She's from London, and she basically said, "Dre, let's get the hell away from New York." Dre was like, "No, I told you, I'm not going to London back. I'm not going back to London with you." And she was like, "Ain't nobody talking about London. I'm talking about going to Vegas where my sister is so we can start fresh and, give our child having a good chance of having both of her parents." And so, obviously, Dre, he ain't trying to hear it at first. And he is on his cocky stuff. He was just like, "Girl, I'm good at what I do. We can own New York." And I'm just saying to myself, he sound like Tasha. He sounded just like Tasha. And look where she at now. Daycare, no money, no clients. Come on, Dre. I don't understand how a snitch feels like he's good at what he do, the way he can own New York. So anyways, he ends up agreeing to it or whatever, and agreeing to leave. She was able to talk him into leaving. It was weird. It was like a weird flip. First you saying you're not leaving, then all of a sudden you saying, "Okay, let's do it." Then he see on the television where James St. Patrick was being announced to be the running candidate for lieutenant governor. And so he meeting storms over to Sax's house. He getting upset with Sax, like, "You told me to do this, I did it. This nigga about to become the lieutenant governor. You need to do X, Y, and Z." And Sax like, "Because of you and your complaint, I've been fired. So this is gonna take a little while longer." Dre ain't trying to hear that. Dre trying to get Ghost off the street ASAP so he could, quote unquote, take over the street. And it's so crazy because Dre's logic is just, he think he's the smartest person in the room, and it really bothers me. It really does, especially this episode. I was so happy he died, finally. It was way past due. So anyways, he leaves and tells Sax, "I handle this, and now you got a problem," etc., etc. It's just like, he doing too much. So then, for a moment, we get introduced to a friend of Dre's from, I guess, a childhood friend named OZ. He just got out. Dre about to put him on. Dre meeting up with his foot soldiers, and they asking about what a product. Like, we don't really care about y'all high school reunion. We want to know where the product. And Dre was just like, I told you the product ain't in. I ain't dealing with them Serbian, mud effers no more. And so all of a sudden, them Serbian mud effers, they come in there and they looking at, they like, look, we don't want y'all. We just want Dre. He killed our boy. He got to pay. And so Dre was just like, man, don't listen to them. You can't trust them, da da da. And so OZ, he popped out. He shot one of them niggas in the head. And I'm just like, nigga, like, you just got out of prison. You really trying to go back on that bull crap already. Next thing you know, it turned into an all-out war. Everybody pretty much ended up getting shot, which bothered me. And so Dre and OZ had ducked off, and OZ got hit, and Dre, helping him up. And next thing you know, Dre about to get shot. He put OZ in front of the bullets, and then he shoot the man, and he leave the warehouse in broad daylight. He got shot in his arm or his lower shoulder. It was his arm, but they kept saying shoulder in the episode. And I'm just like, that's his freaking arm. Like, but whatever. And it just really showed, like, Dre is so grimy. Like, this dude just, Dre killed the man. Dre all about Dre. So anyways, he went home, girlfriend. And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the next few reviews for this show, like, we just talk about what these niggas did the day leading up to it. And it's pointless now that I'm really thinking about it. I feel like I really took these notes for nothing, because we just want to know who killed Ghost. And I'm really just about to go on my rant about who I think killed Ghost instead of just reviewing the episode, because Dre go home, girlfriend patch up the shot, so maybe she's some type of nurse, so she just know how to do this. And she tell him that, we need some money to leave, and she was like, you know where to go. So Dre go to a church and pull up on a lady, turns out to be his mother. Excuse me. The relationship, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this while I'm at the 7-minute mark of this video. The episode had potential to be great. And I'm finna just kill the whole mother scene right here. Dre pulled up on his mom, begging and pleading. He trying to live a new lifestyle, turn over a new leaf. He has a daughter. He wants her to grow up in a better environment than he did, etc., etc. And he just needs some cash. And his mama was just like, boy, I am not falling for that okie dokie anymore. I'm tired of you. You done told me too many lies. You done fooled me too many times. I'm done getting caught up in these games with you. And part of me was watching the show and saying, damn, boy, like, he was being sincere. Like, she didn't even believe him about having a child. And so I really said, well, damn, what kind of life that he put his, what was he living? What kind of lifestyle was he living when he was younger, to where now he's a grown man and his mother is refusing to help him save his life. So anyways, fast forward, Dre tried to run game on everybody. He tried to run game on Ghost, Tariq, Tasha, and then he went to go to his mother's house. So let me go ahead and kill this. First, he went to Tasha, telling Tasha she got to get him $50,000. If she don't, he gonna tell the police about Tariq extracurricular activities. And so Tasha was like, I ain't got no money. You see this daycare? No kids. When the police came, parents took their kids. So he told her, he said, I don't care what you gotta do, get my money, call Tariq. He very resourceful. So he meet up with Tariq. Tariq bring him $10,000. And Tariq tells him, I get you the rest of it. I'm good for my word. I get to you by the end of the week. I need you to do something for me, and I put an extra package in there for you. Tariq want Dre to get him an unmarked gun, and Dre was just like, for what? Who you planning to pop? I need to know so I don't go down as an accessory when you get caught. And it just really, this is why I don't believe it was Tariq. I'm more so leaning towards Tasha and Tommy teaming up to kill Ghost at this point, because this is a layup. This is a layup to us. And we know that they are not going to give us a layup when it comes to this show. We know that. It's not going to be that. So Tariq asking for a gun, I don't see it. So that's how, and then he goes to tells Tariq, in order for me to get you the gun, I need you to, hook me up with a meeting with your daddy. And Tariq tried to be like, nah, man, go say no good to him. He was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. If you want the gun, make it happen. So then that's when he go to Truth. We kind of seen the scene. He asked for $250K, unless he gonna turn Tariq in. And then he goes to Councilman Tate. Tells Councilman Tate he had some dirt on Tariq in the St. Patrick's. He needs some new IDs and new plates so he can start fresh. Listen, you had to know it was gonna go bad. Tate all of a sudden like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. And so he leaves. He's having a conversation, bragging with his old lady on the phone. Baby, I got us the money. I got $250K, and all of a sudden, we seen the scene back in November where he come and get arrested and Ghost just watching because that was the meetup spot, to get the money. And so he goes to jail. Now, when he get in jail, 2Bit and Spanky are already in jail. Now, earlier in the episode, Blanca was trying to get him to flip on Ghost or Tommy or somebody, and obviously, we could look at Spanky and tell that he was going to be the one to snitch. Spanky gave up Tommy, or kind of framed him in a sense, and told her that look into a murder of a guy named Planko. So that's that. And so they see, they already in there. And 2Bit, I do want to say this. It's mighty interesting that 2Bit dates Courtney Kemp, and she can't make her man no snitch. So that's another reason why Spanky had to snitch. So anywho, just point that out, by the way. So they in there, guard drop a cell phone to 2Bit. We saw this previously as well. 2Bit get a phone call, and it's Ghost. Ghost had them transferred so they could kill Dre for him, because Dre gonna be a problem. So they agreed to it as long as he take care of their families. Okay, whatever, boom, boom, boom. So fast forward, the first attempt to kill Dre was in the lunchroom, didn't go as planned. It was perfect timing. Blanca came to get Dre. And you remember we saw the scene with Blanca and talking to Dre, telling Dre if the answer is yes, I can help you out about it. Ghost tell him that he killed Tasha's boyfriend's Silver. Now on the way out, Dre shot a bird at everybody, and it was kind of cool how he did. He shot a bird over here, then he put a bird all up in Spanky's face, and I'm just looking at Spanky at this point. It's pure. I'm disgusted with Spanky. He just soft. He can't do nothing for me. He can't sell dope for me or nothing. He a snitch. So Dre get out, and it was so funny because this is the FB. They got escorts escorting Dre out, and Dre convinced them that he got to pee. Let him go pee under the bridge, and he escaped. And they didn't show not one footage, a scene of footage of them trying to find Dre. They just let him go. It was just weird. Like, bro, come on. Now, I know it's the last couple episodes, but don't half-ass it. So Dre leaves, go to his mama's house. He about to rob his mama, and this is where the show could have been so good. Mama woke up and caught Dre, told Dre, "You always been a devil. You always been wicked." He started crying and bitching, talking about some, "You the reason I'm like this. You caught me at every single day of my life. The way you called my name, the way you yelled at me, and Proverbs thing, quoting Bible." I didn't care. I put all that in my notes. I don't even want to talk about it. Mama, the show could have been good. Mama would have killed Dre. Then Dre took the gun from Mama. He had a chance to kill Mama, and he didn't. The suspense was there. Somebody should have died right there in that episode. I feel like that would have made the episode. So he leaves, and his girlfriend outside with the baby, he's still the jury. He like, "I got what I can. Now let's go get these plates from Councilman Tate." He goes to Tate. Tate said, "I got the plates, the ID, but if you do this one thing, I'm gonna give you 100,000. Kill Ghost and kill him tonight." And Dre trying to explain to him, "Man, this ain't no corner boy. I can't just roll up on him." And Tate like, "Yeah, I know." And then Tate said, "I'm gonna give you half, and then half when you're done." because I got your new identity, plate numbers, ID numbers, everything. And I'm gonna just give them to the police if you just walk off my money. So Dre tried to give him, trying to lullaby Tate into giving him the whole 100K. And Tate was like, man, look, you good the way you leaned in with that. You should have been a politician. But nah, nigga, I know how you get down. I'm not giving you this cash. Half now, half from this. So he leave, and his girlfriend, he tells his girlfriend he got to do something. That's how he got the money. And she was just like, fuck Tate. Fuck Tate. He not gonna tell on you. He gave you this. He gonna get in trouble himself. And I said to myself, not only would he be snitching on himself, but his fingerprints are on the IDs as well as the tags. So you can just say, he gave them to me. That's them for fingerprints. I guarantee you his will be on there. And I'm just like, Dre, just leave. So she convinced him to just leave. Then they leaving. He can't just leave. He turned around and goes back to Truth. Go to shoot Ghost. Soon before he can get to Ghost, as soon as he walk in the back door, Ghost has been shot. He go running out. Blanca there, he punch her in the eye, get in the car, and swerve off. Now here's where Mr. Smarty Pants effed up the whole situation. Stopping at the gas station and not needing gas. This nigga went to the gas station to get a canned soda, some Cheetos, and a teddy bear for his daughter. And then he seen on the news that where they say Ghost was murdered. And he walking out with the biggest smile on his face. That was the happiest 10 seconds of his life until the police pulled up on him. Right? I was happy when the police pulled up, but part of me felt like he was about to get shot because when he was leaving Truth, it appears that he saw Tommy. I don't know if that was Tommy for sure, but it appears that it was Tommy. And so his police came to arrest him. He go to jail. Baby mama come visit him with the little girl. And guess who baby mama bring? The mother. And I was so happy to see mama. And that was just so cool. Well, I shouldn't say cool, but it was a good scene because mama ain't had no intentions on helping Drake. I don't know what she told her baby mama, but she ain't got no intentions on helping that nigga at all. She said, I believe this is the best place for you. I'll make sure they take care of. I make sure that heaven grows up the right way. And it was just so interesting because the whole time the mama just kept saying, goodbye, son. Heaven tell your daddy goodbye. She knew. She knew that he wasn't gonna make it in there. She knew. It's almost as if she was paying $2 billion Spanker to kill Drake. That's how I felt. And so he pleading with her, mama, get the best lawyer you can. If I stay here too long, I'm gonna die. And she was like, I'll do what I can. Yeah, she wasn't there. So they leave. Dre got to enter regular population. Spanking 2 bits in. Dre's somewhat smart. I got to get it to him because he knew if he stayed around Drake and 2 bit and Spanking, it wasn't gonna be no good. But he underestimated the power that they already accumulated by being in it, the connections that they have made. So Dre go start a fight with just a random Mexican, get put in the box. And so 2 Bit and Spanky show up. They just dropping towels in there. Right then and there, we knew they were gonna burn his ass. And he Spanky show his face, and he tried to cry and beg to him, Ghost dead. Y'all ain't gotta do this. They lit that nigga on fire. I'm talking about, I was so happy to see him die that way. The only thing I asked for, I wish more would have happened, is if they would have showed his ashes. Like, I am so happy that Dre has died. So anyways, that's that. So then I get like the next morning or whatever, 2 Bit wake up looking for Spanky. Spanky ain't there. Go out telling him he must be got a better lawyer. So 2 Bit already know that he snitched on Tommy. So he called Tommy and told Tommy that 2 Bit ain't solid. He the reason that, the police looking at you for Plinko or whatever the guy named. 2 Bit talking with Blanca, worried about what Tommy find out, signing the paperwork, and all of a sudden he signed the paperwork. Blanca meets Paz or whatever Angela's sister's name outside, And obviously next week episode is gonna be about her. Now let's talk about some of these theories. So we know for sure that Dre, Paz, or Pap, whatever her name, Sax, and Tate. I'm gonna throw Tate out there. Didn't kill Ghost, but Tate is interesting because I truly believe when I watched the show originally, what I thought was Tate paid Dre the money to get him there to take the fall for killing Ghost. I felt like Tate killed Ghost when I watched the episode because when Dre went to meet Tate already had on a black hoodie. And y'all remember seeing the episode when it went off in November, Tate had the black hoodie on and he was going to Truth. I felt like Tate was just paying Dre to be there so he could blame it on Dre. It would be too easy. But then I thought about it. I said, no, it's not one of those 3 or 4 however many. It got to be either Tariq, Tommy, or Tasha. And me personally, I feel like Tariq could just be an easy layup. I feel like at this moment it's Tasha because Tasha is looking at it like I don't have nothing. He done left me with nothing. He ain't giving me nothing. He trying to make sure that I stay with nothing. And so I feel like Tasha's gonna be the one. Because it has to be the one we least expect. And I do not expect Tasha to do this. But I think it's Tasha's gonna kill Ghost. Because from what we hearing, the spinoff is with Tariq. And in order for Tariq to actually reach his peak in the drug game, Ghost is gonna have to be out of the picture and stop trying to convince him to get on the straight and narrow. So, which leads me to believe that's why it has to be Tasha. Now I do believe they collude it together. Maybe Dre got the gun for Tariq. I don't know. Maybe Tommy gonna get the gun for Tariq and Tasha gonna meet him there, or get there at the same time and say, nah, I do it and just shoot him. But then again, it could be Tommy, but I don't know because allegedly Dre seen Tommy. I don't know, man. This thing's all over. It's all over the place, but we'll see. Y'all let me know what y'all think going on in the comment section below. I really didn't mean for the review to be this long, but it is what it is. Happy New Year. You know the vibes. Let's have a happy and productive week this week. Peace.